Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. I have another prompt page today for the Inspired to Create prompts. I am a week behind, so please forgive me, but I am catching up, you guys. This week's prompt is heat, as you saw there in the beginning. And sweet Melissa sent me the prompts this week. It was the second week of August. I am like grateful to Melissa because she sent me prompts that I think are fairly easy, and I think she knew I had in my stash. So first of all, I just want to say that thank you. Anyway, so what she chose was H was harbor, and E was eagle, and A was abstract, and T was tactile or texture. So I've kind of shown you my pieces already, but right there I have a map of the harbor where we live in Washington, and so that's obviously going to make the page. And I am just, you know, choosing the easy way out on this and choosing it as my background, quite frankly. So that's the piece of paper I'm working on. It has been cut down to fit into my journal. And if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new, then welcome back. Just I'm so grateful for your support. So, this is kind of how I do it. And I was going to, I guess, cut that part out. I'm so sorry. I got distracted. I cut a piece of paper and then I glue it into my journal. So I'm not like creating in the actual book and having to work on bumps and like all that kind of stuff. So I just have a piece of paper that I cut and glue in. So that's the piece of paper. And I'm trying to hold it up to the light a little bit because I wanted to get it on the right edge of the map to see if I could actually kind of, line it up essentially. So we'll see how it goes. And it's okay if it's not exactly where I wanted it, right? It's okay. So anyway, the first prompt is done. We have H, we have harbor. It is down on the page, and that is going to be our base. Now, I will say this is probably the simplest page I've done, I think, all year. I I don't know. It was just kind of simple. I'm not like really in love with it, but I'm happy with it and it's fine. So I'm now working with the texture piece. And so what I have there is I have two pieces of like vegetable or onion sack. You can see the one, there's the other one, and it actually says sweet onion on it. And it's like a much, what do I want to say? Like it's more consistent of a pattern. You can just see it like folds right up. This is actually like more stretchy. You can see it stretched out, but I also like it because it's brown. It's very much more textured as well. The white one is actually kind of flat and smooth and not very rough. So I'm going to go ahead and use this brown one because I really do like the texture. I think it's super cool. So I'm adding a little piece of tape there on the edge just to see like how that works and to see if I can use that to adhere down this onion sack, if you will. And the minute I put it down, I can tell that's not going to work because see how it sticks to my finger because the onion sack is porous, right? It has holes in it. And so obviously the sticky tape comes right through. I know it's not like a crazy hard concept. You could have probably figured that one out, but I had to try it. So now you're going to see me rub off this tape that is on this page because I have to get it off the page and I want to get it up before it's coming off okay. I left this in purposely, you guys, because I don't normally do voiceovers, and I know I've done a couple as of recently, and a couple people said, "Oh, we really like the voiceover," and but when I do voiceovers, like I always make a mistake, you guys. And so yeah, this is real. This is what I actually go through when I create. And so I stuck that tape down. I realized that is not going to work because it comes right through that onion paper or onion sack. And so we are going to rub it off and and start over, quite frankly. But I actually had kind of a cool idea during this because the more you rub this, obviously the color of the paper comes off. I don't know. I mean, again, not a big mind stretch. I understand, but it's been a while since I really played with paper and like rubbing through the layers of it, like with water or anything like that. And I just thought, oh, that would be interesting. I'd like to try that again. So that's another reason I just really enjoy these prompts because it's not like daily journaling where I'm worried that I have to get something on the page or document a certain way or something like that. So there's a wet wipe and I'm trying to get that glue off, but you can see the color of the ink is coming off. It's coming right off onto that wet wipe and you can see it rubbing away on that map. And I thought, oh, I had forgotten that that is kind of a cool way to distress, like on purpose, right? To distress some papers. So I'm definitely going to be trying that again. And I do think, again, that's really why I enjoy kind of playing with these prompts because it just allows your brain to kind of think without any outcome in mind. So at least for me. I had two pictures there. I pulled them from like an art magazine a while ago. They're in my magazine things of abstract, if you will. And so I pulled one. I went with the one that matched the color most, quite frankly. The purple one is not my color. I don't have very much in purple, but I did think it was pretty cool, but I ended up pulling the one that matched color wise. Now I'm going through some old calendar pages and I'm pulling some prompts that I think might go. I'm realizing that I'm going to need something else on my page. And so I have like 4 or 5 little stacks of calendar quotes, little calendar books or quote books, excuse me. And I'm just kind of trying to go through them and look. Now, that calendar in particular was a daily calendar that I bought for journaling, like specifically for journaling, and it is the one I use the least. I do not like the solid colors of it. And some of those quotes I just went straight by because they were like on orange and pink. And I know that's not what I want for my page. So right now I'm looking for quotes or something that's going to match that page. Now that one I really like. As I'm watching this, I'm going to go back and pull that Stay Strong quote because I think that's super cool as well. But I just thought I would pull a few. See, there's another little book of quotes and we're gonna have a few options, I guess. And so because I don't quite know what's gonna happen. I've already pulled the eagle, so I know I have like a space left on this page is what I'm trying to fill, is what's happening. So, and they're cool, right? Everything you do changes the world. Do the impossible. Your time is now and you're going places. Like, yeah, let's go. So now I have like the harbor down. Obviously, I've put the onion sack there. Now I'm going to kind of rip this abstract painting thing out. It's got kind of a weird vibe to it, honestly, and it's very hard. It's too much on top of that paper. So see, there's my eagle that I chose because, yeah, he's kind of cool. I wish I would have kept more of him. You're going to see I end up cutting him down and I think he loses some of his majesty, if you will, like some of his, I don't know, coolness because you don't have like the whole concept of him on the water. But anyway, so now I'm just kind of deciding some of these other quotes aren't going to do it. This one I really like. I almost chose this one. That's a little foreshadowing for you in that I didn't choose this one. But it'll make a page soon, I'm sure. It'll make a page. But I thought it was a pretty cool quote. Look at him though. Isn't he cool? But you can see I'm having a hard time with him like up against that abstract background. And this one seems like, oh, well, that makes sense because look at him. He's like literally going places, right? So I just think, yeah. And color wise, it kind of just sits. So there I go, cutting him out. And then I don't quite know where to cut the bottom, right, to get the emphasis of him on the water. And again, I wish I would have kept a little bit more than I did, but it's okay. We know how magical he is. And so now I'm struggling a little bit with like I said, that abstract piece is just like a little too much on top of that onion paper. So I'm thinking like if I put it behind the onion paper, it softens it a little bit. Now, if I had it to do over, I'm curious, I'm wondering if I could have softened like the whole page with like a thin thing of gesso or something. I just don't know. I just don't know. I kind of like it because it kind of looks like he's sitting a little bit like on a giant rock or, something coastal, if you will, with the harbor in the background. And yeah, I don't know. So I'm going to go with that one, as you can probably tell. Now, what we're dealing with, though, is if we're going to do this, the only way I have to glue down this paper, that onion bag, is if like whatever's on top of it holds the glue, right? So I'm kind of trying to think about that too, because I thought if I put that big abstract thing on top, that's plenty of glue. That sucker covers up most of the page. But so see, here I'm messing with it again. And that doesn't work. So we're gonna put the abstract piece down and get a layer in there, and then we'll figure out how to glue down that plastic sack. And I'm just trying to turn it. There's actually a little picture in that picture, but I think it's hidden pretty well. Now, if I were to do this again, I really like those rough edges on the page, and I would have kept one. I would have kept one, but again, a little foreshadowing for you there. So I am going to use my liquid Tombow liquid glue because I need a liquid glue, right? I need it to go through that plastic and adhere. I need the two pieces of paper to adhere to each other and hold the plastic in the middle. Okay, so the liquid glue, I think, is the best way to do that. Now he gets a little wrinkly, but as I've gone back to him today, he's fine. So that liquid glue, but I'm just trying to get him to like hold everything, because that's the only thing holding that plastic down is that bird right now. So, but I think he looks kind of cool. And then I'm just trying to figure out placement wise where I want that. And I don't know if I should have put it in the middle of the page in terms of symmetry or like page balance, if you will. Not too sure, but so we're just putting a little extra Tombow on that piece of paper there. And then it's going to go in the corner. It's going to go in the corner. So, and that's kind of it, you guys. It has been a while since we've had since we've had a word with 4 letters. And I know Melissa commented on this as well. I'm not too sure 4 prompts makes it easier. I know we were saying at some point, I think we had 8 or 9 in one of our letters, in one of our words. I know we've done 7. I think one of them had 8, maybe not 9. But anyway, it was a lot of letters. And we were like, how do we get this all on a page? But the 4, it was a little much. Like all of a sudden I'm like, shoot, I need to find a filler. So I added that quote, as you can see. And there's no rules. There's absolutely no rules. And if you guys are playing along, please feel free, like do whatever you want. I love the theme pages, the glue books, the bookmarks, the tags, all of it. Like it's just amazing. The cards, I think you guys are also creative. So you can always use the prompts we use. You could use a combination of the prompts we use. You could use your own prompts. You can do whatever you want. But that's it for my page this week, you guys. That prompt was heat, and it's the Inspired to Create August week 2. All right. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care. Bye.